What's up, everyone? It's me, your Solichi John Valencia, and welcome back to Diaries, a mega love shoutout, heated rivalry fans. We are back for another heated rivalry HUDCon reaction, and this is for everything about season 2. Oh my god, yes, season 2 is official, and for sure everybody's excited for this, and I want to know what are the plot twists that we are going to expect. Is there a spoiler alert here? So you better, guys, beware of that. And of course, if you read the book, it will be related to that. Are they gonna change something, or what will happen? Is there gonna be wedding bells? That's what we're going to check out for today. But before we proceed, guys, if you're new to the channel, please don't forget to like our video and also subscribe to Truly Asia Diaries. So what are we waiting for? Let's go check this out. All right, we are playing in 3, 2, 1, and go. Here it is,
Heated
guys.
Rivalry Season 2 is officially happening.
Yes.
And if you thought Season 1 was
Everybody's
intense,
excited.
Season 2 is about to flip the entire story on its head. Because
Oh my god.
we're not just talking more romance and more chaos. We're talking bigger stakes, harder choices, and the kind of pressure that can either make a relationship unbreakable or completely break it. And the
Oh yeah, that's the fact, guys, because all the challenges will definitely come out in season 2. So I don't know how they will do it, but we're so all excited for
wild
that.
part is, the cast and creators have basically been hinting that Season 2 isn't just more of the same. It's more
Ooh,
like,
there gonna be new
okay,
characters.
you got the fantasy of falling in love in secret. Now
Ooh,
here
love
comes the
that
reality of
scene.
actually trying to build a life together while the entire world is watching. So today we're breaking down everything we know, what happened at the end of Season 1, what Season 2 will likely be about, the book it's pulling from, the biggest theories and predictions, who's returning, possible new characters,
Ooh,
filming
new characters.
updates, and the most likely release window. And before we jump in, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications
Yes.
because the second we get casting
Like and
updates,
subscribe as
filming
well.
leaks, or a teaser, you already know we're covering it. Let's start where Season 1 left us because that finale basically reshaped the entire future of the show. Season 1 ends at the cottage where Shane and Ilya finally get that rare thing they never really had before: privacy. No
Yes, I love that episode so much. Aside from episode 5, this episode 6 is, oh my god, I love it.
cameras, no teammates, no rivalry performance for the world, just them being real. And that's
That
where
is
the
so
story
true.
hits its turning point because it's not just flirting and
God.
tension anymore.
This scene, you have your boyfriend, like, oh, my heart. Oh my god, I know that you have the same reaction, guys. So you can share in the comment section.
They actually say it out loud. They confess their love for each other, for real, with
That was
no
one of
jokes
the
and no
best
deflecting. But then
episode
everything
and
spirals when Shane's parents unexpectedly catch Shane and Ilya kissing. Shane is forced into the moment he's been avoiding
this
forever, coming
episode
out.
with the
And
mom,
instead of it
the
being the
scene with the
nightmare
mom is
he's
so
feared
good.
for years, his mom, Yuna, responds with unconditional love and support.
Yeah, you know what, guys? Like, it's everyone in the closet from the LGBTQIA plus. If they get the acceptance, especially from their moms, it's a very big deal, guys. So it was a relatable scene, and also like it's not overacting. You know, it's very natural. The way the crying scene, the dialogue, it's relatable. That makes it so special.
It's emotional, it's messy, it's human, and it becomes one of the most meaningful scenes of the whole
Yes.
season. By the end of the finale, the biggest shift is this: Shane and Ilya are finally official in their private world. And for
That's
the
right.
first time, Ilya calls Shane his boyfriend.
Oh, that's right. I just said that. Oh my god, that's the best thing as well on that scene.
That word hits different because it's not just a label, it's a decision.
almost cried
It's them
watching
choosing
it.
each other. And the finale ends with them driving away together,
Yes.
holding hands, which is basically the show's way of saying, okay, the secret is cracking open now. What happens next is going to be harder. Now, here's what we actually know for sure. Season 2 was confirmed in December 2025, and multiple interviews since then have backed up that it's moving forward. But the
It's gonna be in
writing is still in
2027?
progress.
Is it
Connor
for real?
Story has said that Jacob Tierney is still writing, and when asked if filming could start by summer 2026, around then. even though nothing is locked down to an exact date yet.
Connor is
So the vibe right
so
now is
hot.
season
Ooh, I
2
love
is
this
real, it's
picture.
coming. But it's still being built behind the scenes. And honestly, that's a good sign, because it means they're not rushing the story just
Yes.
because season 1 blew up.
That's true.
Season 2 is expected to draw from Rachel Reed's book, The Long Game,
Ooh,
which is
so
huge,
exciting.
because
I
the energy
downloaded
of
this
that
book,
story is
guys.
very different from season 1. Season 1 was about discovery, obsession, secret tension, and the rush of falling for someone you weren't supposed to fall for. Season 2 is about the reality of staying together, because The Long Game picks up with Shane and Ilya still in a relationship, but under way more pressure and for way longer.
Ooh, they're gonna face a lot of challenges for sure, and of course, we don't know in season 2 the whole hockey world will know about their relationship.
Core conflict
Because
becomes
they have that
how long
charity,
can you
right?
keep the
And the
most
mom will
important
help.
part of your life hidden before it starts damaging you? And if you've seen the hints from the showrunner, he's made it clear this.
Oh, let me check. Ilya snapped his voice loud and sharp enough to startle Shane. Was boring. I could not say any of things I wanted to say. I said you were a great hockey player, a nice guy, very competitive, all the shit and any of your teammates could have said. Ilya sighed loudly and continued in a quiet tone. When you watch it, it was what you will see me say nothing. I wanted to say you're fucking everything to me. Oh my god, that is I can't wait for that line coming from Connor's story as Ilya. Ah,
Series will stay centered on Shane and Ilya, but with a bigger world around them. One of the biggest teases we've gotten is that season 2 is less of an internal battle and more of an external battle. Season 1 was mostly Shane and Ilya fighting themselves. Fear, denial, pride, the need to keep control.
Yes, that is
Season
so
2
true.
is going to be them fighting the world around them. That
Woo,
includes
that-
the league, public perception, careers, teammates, the media narrative, and the very real risk that being exposed could change
Yes,
everything.
it's gonna be
And
me
based
against
on
the
the
world.
season 1 ending, they were
Ooh, I love
already
this
starting
shower
to
scene.
plan how to rewrite their public rivalry into something softer and more believable, like a
God.
friendship narrative, to ease the world into seeing them together without immediate chaos. Season 2 could turn that plan into the main storyline. The question becomes, can they actually pull it off without it destroying them? One
That's the thing, guys.
major thread
The
that's likely
bigger
coming.
twist.
Ilya making a move to be closer to Shane. There's been talk in the story about Ilya possibly leaving Boston and playing for Ottawa. That's a huge shift because it changes the geography, the teams, and the public storyline.
There's gonna be a long distance relationship. Who knows?
It also creates a new pressure. If he moves teams, people will ask why. And if the public starts connecting dots, the secrecy gets harder to maintain. So season 2
That's the
could
thing.
take what feels like a romantic plan and turn it into a ticking time bomb.
Oh my god, that's so true.
Here's the thing a lot of fans don't realize until
What
they
to
read the
expect
story
emotionally.
threads. Season 2 isn't just going to be hotter, it's going to be heavier. We're likely going to see themes of loneliness and isolation, especially with Ilya, because the show has already opened the door to his personal history and trauma,
That's
including what happened to his mom. Season 2 could push deeper into that emotional side, and how love doesn't fix everything, but
Oh my god, that's so exciting storyline.
it can be the reason you finally deal with the stuff you've avoided your whole life. And for Shane, the challenge is different. Shane is used to control. He's used to being careful. So being forced into bigger emotional risks could feel like losing the ground under his feet.
That's true because Shane is so organized in season 1, like very reserved, and he knows what he's doing.
Even though official casting hasn't been dropped in one big list yet, the safe assumption is that the core cast returns. Hudson Williams and Connor Story are obviously back because season 2 is still centered on Shane and Ilya. And
who
we're
will be
also
the new
expecting more of the people
characters?
who became major anchors in season 1, including Shane's
Yes, the
parents,
parents of
Yuna
Shane.
and David, because now they know the truth. And that changes the entire family dynamic going forward.
Yes, they will hold the secret.
It's also very likely we'll see more of Hayden and Jackie's
Oh,
world,
I love this
especially
too.
because Hayden is so connected to Shane's everyday life in hockey. And then there's Scott and Kip.
Of course, I want Scott and Kip as well.
Scott and Kip became one of the biggest surprise highlights of season 1,
Yeah, that
and even the
episode
showrunner
5
has
was
basically
amazing.
hinted that the
I almost cried, guys. Promise. And I'm so happy for Kip.
positive reaction to them matters. Francois Arnault has also openly talked about the
Francois is
idea
so
of a side
gorgeous.
project focusing on Scott, and he's mentioned that there have been conversations happening about
Oh.
possible spin-offs. Now
There's
that
a
doesn't mean
spin-off.
season 2 turns into Scott's show, but it does mean season 2 could absolutely give them more weight, more storyline, and potentially
Yes.
flashbacks that fill in that weird timeline gap people noticed.
That's right, because actually there's very less storyline between Kip and Scott in season one, but it's connected to Shane and Ilya's story very, very well. They plot it very, very well. But we
Season
want
2 is
more.
also the perfect excuse to
New
expand the world.
characters.
If Ilya is moving teams, you automatically open the door for a whole new set of teammates,
That's
staff,
right. I love this
rivals, and
photo.
storylines that can apply pressure on Shane and Ilya from the outside. That's the kind of thing that makes a second season feel bigger without losing what made season 1 special. Based on what Connor's story has said, the most likely production window is summer 2026, even though it's still not locked. And if filming happens in summer, the earliest realistic release is probably 2027.
Oh my god, we
Especially
need
if
to
the
wait for the
production is
whole
bigger
year.
this time, since season 1 was
Ooh, I
reportedly filmed
love this
fast,
video.
and season 2 may have more resources and a longer schedule. So if you're hoping for late 2026, I wouldn't count on it.
Oh my god.
But early to mid 2027 feels like the realistic target, depending
look
on
at-
how
Look at Ilya's body. I'm not focusing on what the narrator is saying. I'm just watching Ilya.
long filming and post takes.
Connor.
So now we want to hear from you. What do you actually want season 2 to focus on the
Oh,
most?
it's done.
Comment your favorite heated rivalry character. Tell us what you thought of season 1
Comment
and what your
as well,
biggest season
guys.
2 prediction is. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications because the second we get a filming start date,
Don't
new
forget to
cast
like,
announcements,
share, and
or a teaser, we're
subscribe.
covering it immediately.
There you have it, guys. That is Heated Rivalry. Everything about season 2, possibilities, plot twist, storyline. And yeah, they're correct. There will be a lot of open doors for new characters, new plot twists, and a new challenges because, like what they said in the narration, like they're in season 1 they're fighting against themselves, but now they are together and they start a new life together. They're gonna fight people around the world, so it's me against the world, and that's what makes it more exciting. And at the same time, it will give us more emotional enough, and I hope that they will do it naturally as season 1, like very relatable, and also people can relate to the characters. And I hope if there's new character, they will add up more color and also more excitement to the storyline. How about you guys? What will be your prediction, and what do you want to see in season 2 of Heated Rivalry? You can comment down below and we can discuss in the comment section. If you enjoyed this reaction video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe and hit the notification bell. Once again, my name is John. This is True Diaries. I'll see you on my next one. Spread happiness, guys. Bye for now.